It's me, Ari Dossett. You can call me Rashid. I'm an anthropologist and sociologist. Listen, there is this attitude in research called follow the money. Anytime something happens in society or in a group of people, they follow the cash flow. So let's say there's a lot of drug addiction in the community. Well, they want to find out who is supplying the drugs. So you follow the money. So the drug dealers, they have to spend their money somewhere. Where are they spending the money? Where do they import the drugs from? That may be difficult, but now there's money laundering going on. So I'm going to figure out, okay, if there's drug dealing in this community, that means some of these companies or corporations must be involved. Let's check their finance and realize, this company over here had a lot of customers past month. And consequently, past month was all the drugs in the community. There's a correlation. It may not be related, but we have to look into it. Then you find out that, this company claims to have 500 customers plus month, but their restaurant capacity is only 20 people at a time. This is a bit weird. So that's how you figure out, here's money laundering going on. So then you find out where this company spent a lot of his money. Oh, they spend money with some Colombian guy from Colombia. This is how you go on and figure out what's going on. Now, follow the money is a good method when it comes to finding out who's behind the organization. That's fine. But follow the money is not a good method when you want to figure out why something's going on. For example, you can have Russian propagandists active in, for example, Moldova. However, why are those Russian propagandists even there? And how come the public is not resisting against them? Follow the money will give you the answer how something is happening in a community, but it won't reveal to you why it's happening. Okay. What is the proper method then to find out why something is happening? It is follow the narcissistic supply. That's what it is. Follow the narcissistic supply. Let's say there's a lot of drug dealing happening in the community. That means a lot of drug addicts. Now, the how will reveal to you where the drug is coming from, how the drug trade happens. That's follow the money. But forget what follow the money now. Because the drug trade shouldn't even happen in the community. Who are the drug addicts? Well, often young people, people with careers. Where do those drug dealers come? Drug addicts. Where do those drug addicts come from? From the community. So these people are dysfunctional in such a way that they become drug addicts. How did they become dysfunctional? Well, we raised them. Community did. So that means you have people in the community who have been damaged by the community, and now they are self-medicating with drugs. So yes, the Colombian cartel is exporting drugs to our country. And there are local drug dealers involved. That's all true. But even if you put all those people behind the bars, you still have a deep-rooted problem not dealt with. Because why are people craving the drugs to begin with? It is because they are neglected by the public. That's why. So that means that there are people enjoying looking down on them so they can feel good about themselves. That means you have a lot of people in that community that are neglectful, but they want to feel like they're better off than someone else. So they feed off narcissistic supply. So you have junkies in the community that feed off of the physical junkies. So you have junkies who are addicted to drugs, and you have junkies addicted to seeing the junkies in a bad situation. So you have junkies high on narcissistic supply, and you have junkies high on crack or whatever is sold in the community. But we tend to look at the drug addicts in the streets, and we don't realize that the collective junkies, which is most of society, is one behind it. So why is the drug dealing happening? It is because the public is neglectful and they want people they can exploit by looking down upon them. So they don't want the drug problem to be solved, because once the drug problem is solved, that means they have to look at themselves and admit that the reason there are so many drug addicts is because they mismanage their own people, and they don't want to go there. They want to act like The drug dealers are the big problem. Let's have a war against drugs and fight all those drug dealers and all the drug cartels. Listen, the drug cartels and drug dealers couldn't even exist in the wealth state they're in if there was no neglect done by the public on their own people. If the public did not neglect their own people, you wouldn't have that many people with mental issues around self-medicating on drugs. So follow the money is proper to find out about an organization, but it's not proper to find out why something is happening. Follow the narcissistic supply. Ask yourself the question, who benefits from this problem? The benefit is not per se financial. The benefit is who will feel good about themselves with this problem around. If there are people feeling good about themselves because this problem is around, that means that you have someone feeding off of this problem. And that is the reason why it happens. The how it happens has to do with the cash flow, but the why it has to do with the attitude of the community. So follow the narcissistic supply, besides following the money. That's it for now. Keep on agreeing with Christ and be at peace.